Hi friends, welcome to Annamaya IAS Academy. Today in this particular video, we will try to discuss about the production of food grains in India in the year 2024-25. So the Union government has come up with a third advance estimates of production of major agricultural crops for the agricultural year 2024-25. So as per this, the total production of agricultural food grains, it is a 353.9 million metric tons. So we can discuss it in lakh metric tons, million metric tons. If it is lakh metric tons, 3539.59 lakh metric tons. Usually we use million metric tons. So the total production of food grains in India in the year 2024-25, it is 353.9 million metric tons. And it is an increase of 21 million metric tons over the last year. Compared to 2023-24, it is 21 million tons increase. Here it is given in lakh metric tons. So then, if you see the individually agriculture like wheat, rice, etc., can see here. So total food grain production 3539.59 lakh metric tons. If it is in million metric tons, it is 353.9 million metric tons. If you take China, the total food grain production in China more than 700 million metric tons. We are 354 million metric tons. So China is almost double of India. Then if you take here rice, 149 million metric tons, wheat 117 million metric tons. If you take oil seeds, 42.6 million metric tons. And if you see when it comes to oil seeds, India is not self-sufficient. So if you take the edible oil which is consumed in India, 40 to 45% is produced in India. The 55 to 60% comes through imports. So within India, the total production of oil seeds 42.6 million metric tons. And every year we are importing 16.4 million metric tons of oil seeds. That's the import dependency. Then if you take the total rice production in India in the year 2024-25, it is 149 million metric tons compared to 137 million metric tons last year. So there was an increase of 11 million metric tons in just 1 year. Similarly, if you take wheat in last year we have produced this year we have produced 117 million metric tons, 117.5 million metric tons. So it was an increase of 4 million metric tons compared to last year. Similarly, we have something called Shri Anna. Shri Anna means millets. So coarse cereals, they are called millets. So the total production of Shri Anna this year is 18 million metric tons, an increase of 4.4 million metric tons compared to last year. Similarly, if you take pulses, production of pulses, this year it is 25.2 million metric tons, an increase of 9.9 million metric tons compared to last year. So this is how the total production of oil seeds is estimated at 42.6 million metric tons. This I have already told, which is higher by 2.9 million metric tons. Oil seeds total production this year 42.6 million metric tons. It is higher by 2.9 million metric tons compared to last year. Similarly, if you take China, the total food grain production in China is 706.5 million metric tons in 2024. In China, total oilseed production was projected to be 39.79 million metric tons in 2024. India's pulse imports in 2024-25, 7.3 million metric tons. So we are spending around 5.5 billion US dollars for importing 7.3 million metric tons of pulses. Similarly, if you take oil seeds, as I told, we are importing close to 16.4 million metric tons of oil seeds. and the total money which is spent on this was 20.8 billion US dollars. So within this oil seeds, we are importing 7.9 million metric tons of palm oil from countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, 4.8 million metric tons of soya bean from countries like Argentina and Brazil, 3.5 million metric tons of sunflower oil from countries like Russia, Ukraine and Argentina. So this is the data related to the production of agricultural crops in India for the year 2024-25 as per the third advance estimates. So this data you can use it in the mains exam, AP Group 1 mains, TS Group 1 mains and also UPSC mains. Also useful for your prelims exam. So thank you and all the best.